So the first trailer for Season 2 of One Piece live action has now been released. At the start of the trailer, we can see the Going Merry in front of a very huge rock. And because this rock is red in color, we assume that this is the Red Line. And we all know which arc the Straw Hat Pirates will pierce through the Red Line. During that time in the Reverse Mountain arc, we can also see this at the end of the trailer, where when Luffy enters the Reverse Mountain, there is a huge whale that will meet them. This whale is Laboon, so we all know that inside Laboon's body will be the start of Luffy's journey in the Grand Line. So most likely this is the scene where Laboon will swallow the Going Merry. And because Season 1 ended at the Arlong Park arc and the coverage of Season 2 was confirmed, it's for sure that Season 2 will cover the Reverse Mountain arc, followed by the Whiskey Peak arc, Little Garden arc, and finally this Drum Island arc. In the next scene, we are shown a crowded place. And since we also saw Part A here with the name Opera House, we can immediately tell that this place is Loguetown. Yes, guys, this is the first arc that will be covered by Season 2. We can say that Loguetown is one of the most iconic places in the story of One Piece, because this place has the epithet, the town of the beginning and the end. So why is this the name of this place? Because this is exactly where the former Pirate King Gold D. Roger was born, and it is also here in this place where he himself was executed and died, meaning we already had a sneak peek of his place back in Season 1, since they showed the execution of Gold D. Roger. This platform will also be shown later on in the trailer, being looked at by Luffy. Speaking of Gold D. Roger, we learned this name later on in the story because we all know that people know Roger as Gold Roger, and we can notice that here in the banner we can see in this scene the D in Roger's name is not separated. The Marines are celebrating the 22nd anniversary of Gold Roger. In the next scene, Zoro and Sanji are shown walking in a garden, which is most likely on the island of Little Garden. Same with this scene of Sanji, and also this jump by Luffy. Next is here where we see Cactus Island, meaning this is already the start of the Whiskey Peak arc. We are also shown the inside of the town of Whiskey Peak. Anyway, in the next scenes, this is where we are introduced to the new characters of the upcoming Season 2. First is the giant Brogy. We all know that Brogy is part of the Little Garden arc. I'm also excited to see his partner Dorry. The one who will play Brogy Boy is Brendan Morey. Next, we met the Woman in White, which is Miss All Sunday, or the name we will know her later in the story as Nico Robin. The one who will play Robin is Lara Abova. She's famous for her role as Mud in the movie Anna. Next introduced is this member of the Marines, Smoker. He is the one teased as the last character shown to us during Season 1. Yes, it's a bit awkward that Smoker has 2 cigars, but for those who don't know, this is related to his devil fruit powers, which is the Smoke fruit, a Logia-type devil fruit where Smoker can turn his whole body into smoke. The one who will play Smoker is Callum Kerr. Next introduced is this somewhat controversial character in the eyes of fans, Miss Wednesday, or later on we will know as Princess Vivi. I said somewhat controversial because many are wondering why the cast for Vivi is dark-skinned. So for me, this is actually just right, since the logic here is we know that Vivi is the princess of Alabasta, and what is the concept of this place, Alabasta? Isn't there a lot of desert here? In fact, during SBS Volume 17, Oda revealed that Alabasta was inspired by the country Egypt. That's why if they cast a white-skinned actress as Vivi, the character would seem to be lacking melanin for a princess from a desert place, right? And lastly, the actress who will play Vivi is Charitra Chandran. Her ethnicity is Indian, so she fits as Vivi because her appearance has a Middle Eastern vibe. For me, Vivi's character is very crucial all throughout Season 2 and the upcoming Season 3. Because we know the plot of her character throughout the entire Alabasta Saga. For those who have forgotten, we will first meet Vivi as early as the Reverse Mountain arc. I won't spoil the reason why she's there. Next in the trailer, we got a close-up shot of Zoro's swords. If you notice, there are 3 again. If you remember, Zoro's 2 unnamed swords were destroyed by Mihawk during the Barati arc. And during the Loguetown arc, this is where he will acquire his 2 new swords. Meaning these are them, the Yubashiri, and Sendai Kitetsu. The other one is still the Wado Ichimonji. This scene where the whole Straw Hat pirates are fighting in a carnival, I assume will happen in the Loguetown arc episode, since Nami's opponent here is the slim Alvida, and we know that Buggy and Alvida will form an alliance during the Loguetown arc, so most likely this fight happens in Loguetown. That's why we can expect to still see Buggy's character this Season 2. And, of course, as I said, Alvida is slim here. And lastly, it's confirmed that Season 3 of the live action will immediately happen, which will be released next year in 2026. And because we know that the start of the Alabasta Saga is already covered in Season 2, and it's confirmed that Season 2 only goes up to the Drum Island arc, it just makes sense that Season 3 will be released right away, since the upcoming Season 3 is still connected to the Alabasta Saga. That's why I wouldn't be surprised if the whole Season 3 of the live action purely covers the entire Alabasta arc, since so many things happened in that arc. As an addition, the official poster for live action Season 2 was also released. We can see Luffy raising his hand and making a peace sign. Obviously, Luffy is portraying the number 2, since it's already Season 2. Aside from that, we can also interpret this as the letter V, which reflects the first letter of Vivi's name. And we can also interpret it as the number 5 in Roman numerals, since the letter Vive is number 5 in Roman numerals. So why number 5? Because in this season, we will meet the 5th member of the Straw Hat Pirates, which was revealed early on, but the doctor of the Straw Hat Pirates, Chopper. Anyway, there you go. The details of the revealed trailer of the upcoming One Piece live action Season 2. Once the full episodes are out, you can expect we will also discuss them. So, that's it. Peace.